don't know, but
I don't know.
Anyway,
right.
we're live. It is what
Good.
it is. We're all rusty.
Good.
We're all fucking rusty and shit.
Good. Yep. I mean, we're all yeah. I mean,
it's
gotta
been
get back
it's
at
been
it.
2 weeks and we're all fucking like just fucked.
Mm-hmm.
At the imagine Curtis has been spending this morning trying to figure out how to get the laptop on.
Yeah, he's like,
No.
no. The first thing he did was stared at it. He stared at it for a minute and he went, "What is this?"
I know what it is. It's the porn machine.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
The porn
if
machine.
You ask me to do other things, but
well,
I'm like,
every computer is a porn machine plus something.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So
I guess if we look down, we'll see your box of tissues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not what I didn't spend the morning trying to open up a laptop. I spent the morning viciously masturbating, like I always do.
But with the laptop closed, like he didn't know what it was for. He was like, Welcome to News Invaders. If you're just joining us, we are back after a 2-week hiatus. We had a little break.
Okay.
We did a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of merch building.
Yeah.
And if you're just seeing it, God damn it, Curtis, you went full screen.
That's not me that's doing it.
All right.
That's you.
It's not me.
There's something going on over there.
No, I didn't touch fuck all. You're in normal view. You're going to stay in normal view. It's going to be that way. Yeah. Anyway.
Right. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Very
That's
cool.
Very good. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are the News Invaders. We hold no special privileges. We are from the gaming streets. We are by gamers, for gamers, who enjoy gaming.
Yes, we do.
Good.
Raised on the video games, playing the new generations, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying all of the old stuffs. Everybody has Nintendo in their blood here.
Mm-hmm.
We've been now for a couple of weeks. Very unintentional, but the royal wedding was happening, so I had to have a week to prepare.
Yeah.
And then I watched the royal wedding, and it was glorious. It was glorious. Merkel.
I was actually
Henrietta.
I was actually prepping shit for E3. So if you're looking at this and this is going to be my E3 attire. So if you're bopping around E3, check me out. I'll be there. I'll be wearing the colors. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I basically got all my shit together. I got my itinerary for my flight. I got a bunch of things together for planning out Ubers because Uber gets very expensive. I found when you just take Uber instead of actually planning out where you're going. And if you haven't seen, we have a little hashtag Twitter thing going on. So if you do see us kicking around on Twitter, please share that a lot. It's hashtag Let News Invaders In. We are trying to go to the press events. I am trying to go to the press events. We obviously, being from the streets and being a down-to-earth, grassroots, no-name type group of people, we're not allowed. Organic. Free range. We're not allowed into the fucking press events. So you have to obviously have a certain class be invited, or there's a few stipulations that I looked up. One of them is you have to have a certain amount of web traffic. We don't. One of them is you have to have a certain amount of subscriptions or subscribers. We don't. Or a certain amount of followers. We don't. So I read what you need to get in order to buy the press pass, and we apply to none of it. So we're doing a big push. So help us out so that we can go, and that's going to be the way it is. If not, there is still hope. There is a disgustingly long early morning lineup to get into the press events. I will be there on Sunday in time for the Microsoft event, I think, or I will miss the EA one, but I'll be there in time for the Microsoft one.
That's okay. That's the one that matters.
Yeah, and if if anyone out there can help, I'd be willing to do almost sexual favors for it. No, No, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Look at those lips, real feminine
Oh,
like.
fuck off.
He'll hook you up.
Yeah, yeah, but wouldn't you want to be tickled by that ginger mite right there instead? Yeah, look at that. You can just rest your balls on that. It's like a bird
You could,
nest.
you
It's like a bird nest for your eggs.
Uh-huh. Bird nest for your eggs.
Yeah,
That's
and
funny.
then you drop your robin right in the back.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
share. Get us in there. I will be
Our
doing
pin tweet.
and share the tweets and everything, please. I will be doing a shit ton of live content while I'm there. You are not allowed cameras or anything in there, but they said nothing about cell phones, so I'm going to do whatever I can. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff in there that I cannot take pictures of, and I'm going to respect that. But while I'm traveling there, going outside, in my place, I'm going to be doing a live podcast every single night that I'm there.
Yep.
I'm going to be writing a shit ton of stuff for different content that we're going to roll. If you want to see anything in particular, definitely give us an email, newsinvadersnews@gmail.com, and I will do my best to accommodate. But yeah, stay tuned for that week. I'm going to be doing, we all are going to be having a massive fuck ton of content coming out, so stay tuned.
Yep. And the new chapter of Digital's erotic fan fiction about Destiny 2 will be coming out around that time as well.
Yeah, but there's a
Check it out.
but that's paid. It's a paid subscription for that, so it's
Oh, right.
And staying true with EA, Bungie type, Activision.
Every page is another add-on.
Yeah,
is,
every
DLC.
every single one is a DLC, and you have to pay for it.
It depends which book you get. You get the version with more stuff.
Yeah.
If you're on the PlayStation side.
It'll be a 3-tier system, and PlayStation will have all the exclusive stuff.
They will.
Yeah,
They will?
they'll have about triple the content.
Yeah.
For half the price.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Dude, we just ran that into the ground. Didn't we?
Hashtag fuck Destiny 2.
Really just jumped the board. That one just ran it right to the fucking ground.
Big time.
Anytime I drop anything Destiny 2 in here, you guys just fist fuck that to death.
Well, because it needs to be fist fucked to death, and then
It really does. It's like Voodoo is still on there. Voodoo is definitely, he's still pushing that Destiny 2 thing. And I mean,
but
good on
he
him.
knows. He knows it.
He knows.
Crap.
He knows.
He's
just getting abused.
It's like paying for something. It's like, I guess I'm gonna have to play it.
Yeah,
Nope,
that's
it's
exactly
fine.
what he said.
It does seem like that at this point. It's just like, I guess so.
That's exactly what he said. He said, I bought this edition. I will play all of the content.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, good for him. But every time I think about Destiny now, it feels like I'm getting hit in the balls. So, fuck that. Monster Hunter for life. Guess how many hours I just cracked? Guess what I just rolled this morning?
800.
I'm gonna go with 38,400 time machine times E equals MC squared.
Close. 600. I just tipped over
Fuck,
600.
man. I haven't played video games for
600.
600 hours this year, all of them combined, because I fucking run businesses and shit.
How many times can you kill the same one? At this point, you're bound to just be. I don't even know that. It's just,
There's new events and shit happening all the time. I love it. It's a great game. And I still, the grind is real, and I haven't gotten everything yet. So I have to. I have to do it. And I love it.
Oh my
It's
God.
good.
you could be over playing State of Decay or Far Cry 4.
I've been playing State of Decay. It is awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah.
I have no input about State of Decay or anything like that. Like I said, I've been lost in Monster Hunter. For shame.
Yep.
For shame. But yes. Go ahead.
What do you think of State of Decay, Artar?
I just played the opening bit. I dig it. Controls are sweet. It's a great addition to, the... What am I thinking of? I lost the name of it there, right on the tip of my tongue.
First party lineup?
The first party lineup, yeah. And of course it's free on the Game Pass.
Yeah.
So it's a wicked addition to that.
Yeah.
I have only really played the opening bit. So I got kind of used to controls and whatnot. It's cool. I like it. I dig it. It's I'm interested to see how they'll flesh it out online with the multiplayer.
Yeah, so I've only done one session online with Aaron,
Mhm.
and it was all right. I'll jump into his world. Anything I pick up that's on me goes back. But if I say we pick up supplies, I can donate them supplies I have to him.
Mhm.
So everything stays with him. But what you really get is influence, and obviously, influence is a big thing in the game to be able to like move camp or buy stuff. So it's not too bad. It's
Mhm.
just most of the stuff you're doing is in his world, it's affecting him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I got
But
you now.
no, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like what I've played. I really don't have much of an opinion on it yet because I haven't played enough to formulate anything of an opinion. So it's
A
but
wee
no,
bit
it's good. I like it so far.
needs a couple of patches just to sort the frame rate out.
Oh, really?
But yeah, even on the X, it's still a wee bit low. Though I did read a thing saying that the S was actually better frame rate than the X. So I'm guessing that's something to do with the 4K.
That yeah, it has to be.
So should be
Yeah.
easily fixed.
I have a
Yep.
yeah. Talk about the next game there. I'm gonna have to let that cat out.
Oh.
Talk about that next game.
Yeah.
Let the cat out.
Yeah, I keep looking
Oh.
at the cat and I'm like, she's gonna rip apart that door. One second.
Uh huh.
Thinking
30 seconds.
Call of Duty, Curtis.
Yeah,
Call of
Call of
Duty.
Duty.
Shit. Black Ops 4?
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie to you. I'm excited for it. I mean, it's an Overwatch clone, like totally. Like they've gone Overwatch about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
But I'm
I
okay
watched
with
it. I watched it and went. Oh,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, but
you go.
here's my deal on it. Stop. Stop it. It's like the teeth. Okay, the cow, the very fat cow you've been sucking this IP teat from, right?
Yeah.
It started like this, and everyone's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it's good." Yes.
Mhm.
Modern Warfare 2. Ooh. Then the cow. Then they were like, "Fucking double deuce that cow," and then the cow got skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. Now the cow is fucking just skin and bones. Leave that cow die, man. Let it go off into the pasture to be dead. Please stop. Like it's just stop. Don't and I mean this. I know this is just my opinion and it's fine, but this is how I feel about Call of Duty now. It's just like every time one comes out, and yes, I loved the last one. Call of Duty World War II was great.
Yeah.
But I think it's at the point now where it's like we need to let this one rest because it's a lot of shit with a few gems, right?
Are you okay?
And I'm not looking forward to this Overwatch clone because I already have Overwatch, right? Which is how do you fucking compete with Overwatch, really?
By doing Overwatch.
You know.
What are you saying?
I watched it. At first, I was just going, yeah, that's just it's a cross between sort of Black Ops 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like 4. And then I watched a gameplay of it, and you can see where people are coming from, where it's like Overwatch, and you only get to be one specialist class, so someone could end up with a healer. I mean, who wants to fucking heal in a Call of Duty? But I was kind of more, but that's because you can't shoot people, so.
Yeah.
But the more I watched it, the more I thought I would give it a go. I would definitely give it a go, but I don't think it's.
Of course, we're gonna try it. it's part of our job, but I really I don't know. I'm at the point now where I've got Call of Duty fatigue.
My 2 cents on it is I'm excited for the direction they're going in. I mean, fucking, and of course, like, and it's because Call of Duty is like hasn't impressed me in a long time. The last one was like, hey, look, yay, it's good. And I mean, I only put a measly 250 hours into that. I mean, that's, you got to do the math on it. I don't know if that's so much worth it. But the new one, with the way it looks, like the Overwatch feel on it, I love some Overwatch. And Overwatch is the kind of game where I can just pick it up and throw down a couple matches and shit like that. And I just love the way it is. So the way it looks, I'm down with it. I'm excited for it. They need a new direction. because they've gone to space, they've done everything. So now it's time to clone everybody.
They're at a
Uh-huh.
they're in a place now where it's like
Battle Royale.
like
Time for the
Gonna
battle
say,
royale.
yeah, they're in
What
a
it- what
place
it-
now where they're like, what the fuck do we do, right? And that's when I think it's
Yeah.
time to let an IP just kind of go.
See, but that's that's it's still a cash cow, man. People are still going to buy so much of it just because of what it is.
But yes, but sales have been dwindling compared to the old ones.
Yeah.
But and look at World War II. That one did way better than a lot of the most recent ones.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think if you pulled something like an Assassin's Creed where you just let it go for a year
Yeah.
and then come back with something really fucking fresh and cool.
I can see that. I
Right?
can see that.
So
Yep.
like that was Ubisoft's one of their best decisions they ever made was just like, you know what, we're gonna let her
Yeah.
roll it back a year, right? And then
Yep.
they came out with
Yep.
Origins and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
See, I agree with that.
That actually got me back into the series because I had Assassin's Creed fatigue, right?
I feel like they're just trying. They got like a room with 10,000 monkeys just slamming on typewriters, just
They all
hoping to
be-
find.
Yeah, they
hoping to find it.
It's the old manatee argument, right? Like they have a fucking boardroom. Is make some money. Get a
Mhm.
Call of Duty, slap some money on it, money, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
of course you have the dev who's sitting there. He's like, oh, okay, I'll code you another Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. But
Yeah.
take a break. Take a break.
But
Seriously,
I'm
right?
a-
I think taking a
I'm-
break would be good.
I'm excited for it. I'll play it. And I know I'll enjoy it because I'll be the healer, and you'll be thanking me when that happens.
Maybe.
Ah,
But we'll
Uh-huh.
see. Well, maybe it is a hit. Maybe that's just my opinion at this stage from looking at trailers, right?
All right.
I think
So
it took a good turn. It needed to take a turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Just-
definitely changing.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I won't disagree with that. It definitely needs a change.
Yep.
There's
yeah,
only so much wall running and jumping and throwing grenades and the same over and over and over. Oh look,
that
new
was
ma-
really
oh
that's
look,
really
new
where
maps.
it started going wrong.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
What
right,
about
so-
the other one?
The other
ahead,
one
Chris.
now. The other
What
one.
other
now.
one?
The
Battlefield?
Battlefield. Have
Oh,
seen
you see that they're releasing a female?
Yeah, oh, that's caused some controversy because apparently it's
Oh.
not historically accurate. Oh, fuck
Right,
off.
because females didn't fight. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And like, oh, this is not my hashtag, not my battlefield.
Yeah, whatever.
Hashtag, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Males and females, same thing. She got a gun, he got a gun, still kill you. So that's just the way it is.
I'm not entirely sure exactly what kind of what is the timeline that they're going along with this? Is
World War II.
Is it World War II-ish? Because
Yeah.
it's kind of it looks that way, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I really, really like. So in the battle, you'll trying to make it a lot more team orientated.
Mhm.
So your healer, there'll be you need the healer to heal you. But you need to go everything in the game. You need to physically interact with.
Mhm.
So the healer will drop the healing kit, but you need to go over and heal yourself. No longer do you just sit in an area and get healed. You need to physically go over, maybe I don't know what the animation is, but bandage up, range, whatever. Same with ammo. You don't just automatically get ammo. Everything's like a physical interaction. You also start
Uh.
with less ammo, and health is like a 3-stage sort of. If you go below like third down, your health only goes up in certain sections. You need to get a health kit to heal. They're trying to make it squads a lot more important,
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah,
I really like.
it looks like
They're
that,
also
that's
making
good.
it. They're making Battlefield has places where you can put like sand, like bunkers down. You can build a lot more stuff where you can build stuff in the map, like
Okay.
tank traps.
Mm-hmm.
You can put like fortifications, guns. There's a class that can do more, but everyone can do the basic defense. What else was there? There was the AA guns and things like that can be attached to vehicles. So essentially, you could pick up an AA gun, pull it over to a corner of a map, put sort of fortifications
That's
around
cool. Yeah, it adds a bit of a different strategy to the game too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
And then-
That's cool.
There's a game mode I really like the sound of. So it's spread over 4 days of in-game, not like 4 days of you need to be on every day.
I hope not.
The example I heard was first day you could be taking out AA guns.
Yep.
You'll go and take the egg guns out. If you take them out, the second day you might get air support. If you don't, you
yeah.
might not.
Okay.
Then the second day the fight goes, and I don't know what the objective is. Say it gets to the third day and no one's a clear winner. Well, then it goes into a fourth day, and everyone starts with very little ammo, maybe a clip, one
That's
life.
cool. That's cool. I
Holy
like that.
fuck.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like us going on and having a squad is going to be a lot more important.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
Yeah.
be with your. You get into a fight, maybe lose, go down to nearly no health. You only get a third of health back, or whatever that section is. And then that way, you need your squad there to heal you, and if they're not there, you're fucked. So,
That's cool, man. That's
So-
a really good direction to do it.
So,
I like that.
like we do in PUBG, where somebody says jump here, and we all end up all fucked up all over the place. Don't do that.
Mhm.
yeah. Also, I think there will be like a lot more stations where you can go and pick a healing kit from the environment and stuff too.
Mm.
So
So, what you're saying is that, say, if someone, random person, Keith, needed a level 3 helmet, I could give that to him? Is that what you were saying? Instead of him stealing it from at my feet? Is that what
Just
you're
like
trying to say? to me?
a podcast, it has to be implemented in every podcast now.
It does, yeah. It's
I-
a staple of the podcast. Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just, he knows. He knows.
he does know.
Another thing, there is going to be no season pass.
Good.
Yay.
I'll never buy
wait,
those again.
Yay,
Never
but
buy those
not
again.
yay.
What there's going to be, which they haven't said, but apparently the customization options are going to be insane. Like, you can customize your tank. You can put like all stuff along the side of it. I'm trying
Love
to think
it.
of stuff you have.
And
You know,
you-
stuff you get on tanks.
and-
You know, like spades and shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah. And
You
you'll
can
be able to,
completely
and
custom.
I'm sure you'll be able to purchase all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's where the money's going to come from. It's
Yeah.
going to be the customization,
Hey,
which I'm okay with.
You know what, cosmetic? I'm still on the fence where I think that it shouldn't exist at all. But if you're gonna do it and it's only cosmetic, hey, cosmetic's cosmetic, right? I don't give a fuck what my tank looks like, as long as
What do you?
as long as the paint I put on the side of it doesn't allow me to take more damage, then I'm cool with it.
I guarantee I am the exact opposite right there. Fashion as a motherfucker.
know you
Hit me
are.
with that.
You're like,
I will buy that fashion shit.
you're the
I
whale.
will get that.
You're the fucking whale.
I'm the whale with no money. That's what the problem is. But I look damn good in the game.
Well, you're whale light.
Yeah. So I really like the sounds of it.
Yes. I've
Yeah. Yeah.
Arguably the last couple of entries, Battlefields, I've been kind of swayed towards Battlefield, right? Like
Oh yeah.
that's where I am with it. It's
I've also
really,
got
really awesome.
Yeah.
I've also got a co-op mode. It's
Ooh.
pretty cool.
Good.
Like co-op
Don't know too
campaign?
much. I think it's co-op, some sort of co-op missions. But yeah. So and they have they're going back to the war stories, which were pretty cool, which were
Mm.
real soldiers.
Okay.
Kinda, it's same as Battlefield 1 basically. I really like what they did with that. Instead of focusing on like a single player story, they focus on maybe 2 missions of this tank.
hmm
The first one had like a tank driver, and seeing him sort of progress for 2 levels, and then the next one you're a pilot. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah.
When's
I'm
it
down
out?
with that.
It is out. I can't give you an exact date, but it's around October, I would say.
Probably the same usual Battlefield release.
Yeah.
That's
Same
pretty
time
bad.
as another.
That's pretty sad. We should know that. Hang on.
No. Same time as another small game called Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
If that could be an expensive month.
It's just gonna be an expensive winter, isn't it?
Yeah. So yesterday, actually, it was confirmed October 19th.
Nice. Nice.
And
Uh,
we've spoken about Red Dead already on this. It's going to be expensive. Yeah, that is going to be released while Schizo queues up the next thing we're going to talk about.
Yes, exactly. I know you guys
26.
haven't
No,
played it. I know
yeah, the week after.
I know you guys. I know you guys haven't played it, but the Friday the 13th game when it came out
Yeah,
came
I
out
haven't
like
played it.
well, what would you say 8 months ago? 7 or
or
8
take,
months
yeah.
ago,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, it's about that.
It came out, and when it was launched, it was, oh man, the matchmaking was so broke for
Mhm.
forever. I didn't
Mhm.
play, and it got to the point where I played like one game and then stopped playing. But earlier this week, the single player shit came out.
Okay.
So there's 10 scenarios where you play as Jason, and you got to go in Camp Crystal Lake, and you got to clear out the counselors.
Yeah.
So they're like, and they tweaked the AI and shit like that, and they released a couple other things, new maps and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it might be time to try out the Friday 13th again. And if I don't want to play with people, which I usually don't, I will definitely. Well, I don't
No
like
way.
I don't like to play online, man. Like versus people. If I'm playing Call of Duty, I sign up for that shit. But I will play with you. I won't play against you because I don't want to make you feel embarrassed by how elite I am.
Okay.
See,
Ray, you can say what you want on a podcast, but the people that know you, Curtis, know.
We know.
We know.
We know.
No, you don't know. I'm great. I'm so good at video games, and I never once killed anybody from the Mischief
reason he's-
Brothers in the game.
The reason he's still playing Monster Hunters, he's still trying to get through the campaign. 600 hours to get through the campaign.
Yeah.
I just made it to the last boss. I'm excited. Fingers crossed I could take him out in the next 200. But you talk about E3?
Yes.
E3, let's talk about some of the lineup of the games.
Hashtag
Some,
send me to the press events. It's my birthday
Uh-huh.
today. That'd be a good birthday present.
Yep, yeah. Happy birthday, Digital. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Oh,
Yeah.
Digital birthday.
Yo.
Having a beer for you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, not that it's that big a deal. It happens every year. But yes, today is my birthday, so please send me to the press events for my birthday.
Yes.
Hashtag
Get digital
let
in.
news invaders in.
E3 has announced that they will be showing Anthem
Yes.
and Battlefield 5.
Yes.
So,
I am indeed going to attempt to get into early access to these games. That's going to be one of my main. I'm going to be going to the Astro booth. I want to talk to those guys and see if I can drum up some support because I loves me Astros. But I am definitely going to try and check out early access to the games. I probably will not be able to show anything, but I'm going to do my damnedest to show or to at least talk about it anyway.
Yeah. I think Anthem is one of the titles I'm most excited about. I mean,
I am skeptical.
It scares me. E3 or EA. You've burned us all so hard now that we really can't trust you.
I want this
But
game
it's
to be good.
No. This is, to me, this is going to be fine because the
Yeah.
team that made. Everyone knows that the Mass Effect, the original trilogy, was amazing.
Yes.
The last one wasn't made by, as far as I'm aware, wasn't made by the BioWare team that made the trilogy. They were working on this, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. And EA have learned their lesson. They're not going to try and burn us again. We couldn't. Look how
No.
Battlefield turned out. Battlefront.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Disney spanked them for that.
I want to think so, but
Yeah.
again, I'm still skeptical. They're
Yeah.
still a massive corporation that has quarterly profits to maintain, and arguably, if they do something like they did with Battlefront, they're going to get dick slapped again.
Yeah.
And then they're going
but
to lose
did
profits,
you not-
right? But so.
Did you not see their profit anyway?
Oh, I know.
Regardless of-
They lost fucking huge value, right?
No, but they still made
Well, of course. They made
They
$2
made, like,
billion
something
in in-game content, right? People are still buying shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
I mean. I mean, don't worry about them fucking telling you they lost money. They're still making. They went from making 5 billion to 2 billion. Oh dear.
Yeah, well, that's
Uh-huh.
that's how they consider it lost revenue, right? Because if you say you're going to make 5 billion, you make 2, you lost 3, right?
Yeah.
It's a completely fucked up. Like I run a business, it's a completely fucked up way of looking at things, but that's
Yeah.
how everybody does it. So it's just a game you got to play, right?
Yep. Yeah. Battlefield 5. We've already talked about that, and it sounds fucking great.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see as much as
Um,
I can of that too.
BioWare says that that Anthem's main thing will be factions,
Mm-hmm.
and the suits are called javelins. I can't wait to get into
Okay.
it. I'm most excited for that, and hopefully you come back with some good news about that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm expecting. Yep.
Come back.
Ubisoft's lineup is Beyond Good and Evil 2,
Oh, sweet.
the the
Did you ever play
Division
the
2.
first one?
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit of the first one. Didn't get too far into the first one. But this one looks cool, man. I've been watching a lot of shit on this one, and like the ship, the scaling, like it all looks fucking great, man. I'm excited for that. There was I believe it's a French company
Mm-hmm.
or a French division that's making it, and it looked great, man. I watched. It really, the clip only showed the ship and like flying around the ship, and then there was like one fight sequence on top of the ship, and it looked really cool. I'm excited for that one too. Beyond Good and Evil.
Good.
Excellent.
More importantly though, Division 2. What do you guys think about Division 2?
I'm down, man. I'm down. I
Are
think,
you?
yeah, the new content and the new things that they dropped in Division to fix it up.
Yeah.
I think going forward, just take that momentum and put it into some new look, new content, new
Yeah.
story,
Yeah.
and keep rolling with that. I think you got yourself a success on your hands, right? Like
Yep.
it's there. It's all there.
They're one of the only companies I've seen that they released like a subpar product. They released something that did not get near where we were saying it was going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
but they stayed in it. They
Mhm.
took the abuse, they stayed in it, and they fixed shit. And the community is bigger now than it was because they fixed shit and they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I haven't gone back in. I can't give you like my personal experience about it, but a lot of people are saying Division got fixed up. So if they take all that they've learned through this process and apply it to a new one right at the beginning.
That's all I'm saying, right? Just
I
keep
think,
doing
I
what
think
you're
what
doing
they
now. Just roll it into new stuff, and then you're good.
Yep.
concept was amazing. You know, being able to run around a city that essentially has a plague in it.
Yep. Yeah.
But there needs to be more in it, and more just happening on the fly. 'Cause
Agreed.
it just needs to be more spontaneous of everything
I
happening.
think I
And-
think some new stuff I've been reading about. Some ideas of totally user generated stuff. So the actions of one group, not necessarily one group, but the actions of players shape the world. So, like, say, there's an event that happens. The consequences of that event stay within the game, and then
That's
you can
cool.
and then you can have teams fight on either side of that event, and then whatever they and have it keep constantly generating
Yeah.
new content and new
Yeah.
not necessarily story, but because that'd be hard to do, but
Yeah.
it generates new content and it changes the world and shapes it, based on
Yeah.
how players play it. Kind of like I hate to use the example, but kind of like Roblox, right, where it's all totally user generated stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Not that Roblox is bad. It's just I don't think it's a bit of a silly game.
Yeah.
But it's super
Yeah.
popular, right? So something like totally
is, yeah.
user generated, like Roblox, but like so your actions actually shape the world. So I think something
Yeah.
like that would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
and balance PvP.
Yeah, and balance PvP.
Yeah. Skull and Bones. That's one that you're
Mhm.
looking forward to, right, Robo?
Oh yeah. Single.
Yeah.
It's basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The ship combat kind of look
Yep.
like. That's
Mhm.
the best example. Very interesting.
Yeah, I've watched the trailer that you put up on Discord or sent, and it looks interesting for sure. Like it's like you play a different type of ship, has different advantages and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you protect the main destroyer ship or the big armored one because it moves slow. And I was like, but it has all the power. Yeah, it definitely looks interesting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an open. I think it's an open world game.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You can
Yeah.
kind of go around, and I think you have your sort of. I'm trying to think of what you would call a collection of ships. Don't help me out here.
Um.
An armada.
Yeah, there we
a
Armada.
fleet,
Ah,
A fleet.
a
I
fleet.
was in convoy. Yeah, that's the word. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think you have your own fleet.
Yeah,
Oh, sounds pretty cool.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Bethesda is. Have you guys ever played back in the day? Maybe it was around 2011. Bethesda released a game called Rage,
Yes.
and it was the first.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rage was
Very
awesome,
good game.
wasn't it?
Very good game.
Loved Rage. It was very underrated, and they tried to like make it bigger than it. Like,
Speaking of
the
Bethesda.
hype machine.
Speaking
Right.
of Bethesda.
Yeah.
Hashtag let News Invaders in.
Let them in. Let News Invaders in. Uh-huh. But Bethesda is coming out with a Rage 2.
Nice.
And that looks great because Bethesda does first-person shooters really, really good.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
they do.
Apparently, I'm not sure if I heard this or if I heard this right or not. But apparently, the ones that made what do you call that game? And, Mad Max.
Oh.
The guys that made
okay.
Mad Max
All
are
right.
helping do the car combat. Now, I'm not sure if I read that right or not.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Haven't played
I'm
Mad Max
listening.
recently.
Yeah.
Fucking the car combat is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It can only be a good thing. Did you hear how this got all released?
Yeah.
This came about.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
It was a leak from Walmart, right?
Walmart Canada.
Oh, really?
Walmart Canada leaked all this info.
Yay,
Yeah.
us.
What's shit? Uh-huh.
They also released like a whole load of other. It was Borderlands 3. There's a couple others. I think Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
So people
Okay.
seen that and we're like,
And we
they haven't
just
even released 4 yet. They haven't even
Uh-huh.
released 4 yet. So this
Yeah.
must all be not true.
Yeah.
Then the Rage come out and everyone goes, oh, okay, well that Rage 2 is true. So they must
Yeah.
be skipping 4 and just going straight to 5.
Interesting theory.
Yeah, and
Cool.
the Bethesda said that is the way they planned it. They were like, when they were asked about the leak and all that stuff, they were like, I mean, that seems about right. And we meant for that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Playing it off like all
Uh-huh.
part of the
Yeah.
strategy, boys.
That's what
Cool.
it is.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are definitely things you check out at the E3.
Yes.
Hashtag
Let News Invaders in.
Let News Village in.
yes. Yes. I knew it. I was just checking to see if you guys knew it.
Yes. But either way, whatever happens. I'm still going. I'm still
Yeah.
going to be repping News Invaders there. It's going to be awesome. And I'm still going to fucking broadcast the shit out of it, right? So
Yeah, oh yeah. Every opportunity.
if
you
I
get.
gotta
Will be-
do it grassroots from the outside, well, that's what we are.
Yeah.
So that's how I'll fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna be searching everything else, so everyone else is, straight from Microsoft's
Speaking of E3,
all the videos.
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say everything else. So like the like of Sony, Microsoft, anything they post, or just keep an eye on our feed, and we'll keep you updated with everything.
Correct.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, speaking of E3, if you are going, they've just released the email for your safety, security, how to get your badge, where you can stay, all sorts of that jazz, right? So if you are going, check your email. It has been put out.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't bring a backpack. They make that very clear.
No
Unfortunately, my email hasn't
backpacks.
come through yet.
No fucking backpacks, unless you're
Oh,
press,
shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which we are
Uh,
not.
But that will happen.
But we
I
we
feel
want to be press. That's what we're trying to do.
Uh-huh. Yep.
This is what we want to do.
As far as like happy, friendly kind of games, like family oriented,
Mm-hmm.
there's a new Sonic Racing title
Nice.
that's supposed to be happening.
Nice.
Not a lot of talk about it, but Sega's PR person Aaron Weber said, "Get ready because it's on the horizon."
Mm-hmm.
I remember, I want to say on the Xbox, original Xbox, maybe even 360, there was a Sonic. What was the name of that? There was a Sonic Racing one. It was very much like Mario Kart, but then again, that was once Mario Kart got squatted out. What did we see? We seen Donkey Kong Racing.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Crash Bandicoot Racing. You remember that one?
Oh
All
yeah.
these, there was just a flood of racing titles, and I loved all of them, man, for what they are anyway. And
Yeah.
a new one coming out. I can only guess it's going to be aimed towards more of the Nintendo family-oriented stuff.
That would
But-
make sense.
Yeah.
It would make
Yeah.
sense to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it was cool because I remember the last one that came out. Not only were you in a car, but the car would shift forms at certain parts of the race.
Hmm.
Like you would be racing in the car, and then it would jump off, and it would turn into like a jet, and it'll turn into like a flight in the air, and then the next thing it would transform into a boat for water and stuff. I like that shit, man.
Yeah, that's
It
sweet.
took me back to days of Hydro Thunder in the arcade.
Ah, yes. Fuck, I
Hydro
love
Thunder in the
Hydro Thunder
arcade was so
wicked.
good. So good, man. Uh-huh.
Speaking of arcades, did you
Yep.
hear there's a new Halo game coming out?
I haven't heard.
No,
There's a new arcade Halo game coming out,
really.
and apparently you play as a Spartan alongside the Master Chief.
Oh,
I
okay.
think in the first Halo, and obviously an arcade only game.
Mm.
I think it's supposed to be like a 4-player one where I think it's mounted LMGs, which I'm guessing can probably be for the Warthog.
Okay,
Cool.
that'll be neat.
Yeah.
like a rail shooter kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like that, man. Like I'd like for the arcade to mean as much as it used to. You know? Like
It
go
can
out.
again. It can again.
Yeah.
There's a couple of ideas out here. I even have an idea to open up an arcade. I want to open one up with all the old machines plus some new ones, and
Yep.
have a full bar, music, and you
Yep.
just pay a cover to get in and play whatever you want. Right? Like say
Great idea.
10,
Everything's
15
free
bucks.
play.
Yeah, everything's free play,
Yeah.
and it's 10 or 15 bucks to get in, and then you just buy your drinks and
Yeah.
food if you want
Great
to,
idea.
and then and I'll have drink holders on all the machines, and you just fucking have at her.
Great idea.
All right,
Neil.
I think that'd be cool to do.
Yep.
And
Cool.
there's already one out here that it doesn't do quite the same way. It is pay, but it's a bar. It's a full open bar.
Okay.
Not an open bar. Not like a wedding. Not like your uncle's
Yeah.
wedding where you get too drunk and you're like, let me play fucking Alien
you know
Space
that,
Gun. Let me play fucking Time Crisis. Yeah. No. There is a bar there. You obviously buy your drinks and stuff like that, and then you can
Yep.
pay to play video games, and they have like mini putt and stuff like that too. It's pretty fucked up,
Yep.
crazy. But,
Yeah.
but yeah. So my idea is not to pay anything for the games and have them all free play.
Yep.
It's got
Yeah, I think
Halo
that's a great
Fire
idea.
Team Raven, arcade shooter,
Oh,
4
okay.
players. Happens in Halo Combat Evolved. Yep,
Mm,
first Halo.
nice.
For
So
anyone interested in arcade games.
going back
That's
to the
cool.
first Halo is pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like hearing anything that's pushing out new arcade shit, you
Mm.
know? It's like I was watching a documentary about arcades in Japan. And Japan is still mad about the arcade scene. And
Big
like
time.
at the end of the documentary, they went into this like #1 arcade in Japan and it was, man, there was a full-size car that was set up on like the gyro and all that stuff, so you sit
Mhm.
in the car, so you're racing the cars moving around and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And absolutely insane. Love to see that shit.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, yeah. Far Cry 5 will have DLC in 2 weeks where you
Cool.
go to Vietnam.
Ooh,
Nice.
love it.
Off to Vietnam, there'll be a new plus game where you can either start the game with less ammo or start the game with like an infinite amount of ammo. I don't understand why you want to restart the game with limited ammo. Infinite ammo though, with that little shark grenade launcher, anarchy.
Yeah.
The shark grenade launcher
Yeah,
is so good.
you just melt everybody.
And you don't expect it to fire as far as it does.
No,
You're
I
like,
know.
okay, I might be able to get 8 or 9 feet out of this fucker, but it just goes. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you'll be able to go to Vietnam in 2 weeks.
Good.
We've already covered Battlefield female tunes. I mean,
Yeah, it's
There's,
happening. Who gives a fuck? If you
Yeah.
think so, I'll just say one little political piece of it. If you think females in that war were inaccurate, I highly recommend you look at the French Resistance. There was a shit ton of women. There were women involved in the Manhattan Project. There were women involved in all sorts of aspects of the war. So fuck off with that shit. It's not historically inaccurate.
Yeah.
It reminds me of people complaining about the way you dismembered the people in Witcher 3.
Oh,
And the CD Red, their reply was, so in a game where you fight monsters and all these mythical creatures, you're
Yeah.
complaining about the way heads are dismembered.
mm,
But,
yeah.
There's a game out for preview this week. Infinity 2.
Oh
You
yeah.
get there's a trial where you can play 3 hours,
Hmm.
or you can pay to get the preview, which will eventually unlock to the full game. I think in August. They haven't released a date. You get to play the first act, which is roughly around 20 hours, which
Oh,
was like
okay.
four Call of Duty campaigns.
Okay.
It's like 4 Call of Duties.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend checking that out.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ran through?
No, not yet.
All right. I feel like as soon as I seen it on the hard drive, I was like, now I know I want to go in there and I want to use like a ranged weapon or a wizard weapon. I was like, fuck that. I'm going in there with 2 weapons straight in their face. I believe that was my mistake in the last one, right? The
That
last
was
yeah.
one.
definitely your mistake in
last
the last one. Yes.
Last one I started like I was fighting my base nature. My base nature is a barbarian and just punch things in the face. And I was like, no, I got to go for DPS and I got to stay off distance. And I tried to play through and it didn't work. Then I switched over to barbarian. Much better.
The
Much
customization's a lot better. There's like 7 or there's a few characters there. You can make your own, or you can use the base characters, which is a wee bit better because it gives you a bit of a more of a story.
Yeah.
There's you can be like these skeleton characters that they're just skeletons, but they're like a race of people that haven't existed for a long time. You actually have to
Yeah.
wear a mask that can polymorph your face into whatever you want it to look like, so you can be a human or a dwarf.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool. And then
Yeah.
there's like these lizard things and elves and all the usual characters. So a lot more different customization options too.
Have
you
you
go.
seen the trailer for The Witcher on Netflix?
I don't think it's real.
You don't think it's real?
No.
I'm pretty sure I read after that it was a fake trailer.
Oh, no. And
Hashtag fake news. Fake
no.
news.
No. Also, I think I just got a spoiler for Deadpool 2 and it pisses me off.
I've
cool.
seen it. It's excellent. I will not spoil it here.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited to see it, of course. And I just seen a character there. It was like untold truth of this villain. And I was like,
Mhm.
if he's fucking in it, we're going to have a word, me and you, internet.
Yes, there is
Yes.
a villain that's not been mentioned that's in it.
Was that villain in an X-Men movie before and he was in a giant armored truck and he said, you can't stop the...
Yes.
Gah! No!
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay, all right.
It's good.
All right.
I will say no more.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
all right.
please.
Just know that it will put a smile on your face when you see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
That
Good.
probably arguably the best representation of the character that has been on the screen.
Good. They've
Is it
been
Kevin
doing
Bacon?
it. It's got to be Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. Superhero Kevin Bacon.
But that I think I watched Deadpool at least once every couple of months.
Yeah.
So great. So great.
I didn't enjoy this one as much as the first one, but I enjoyed it nearly as much as the first one.
Mm-hmm. That's a total hipster thing to say. So
Yeah.
But yes, I'm excited for that. I'll be more excited if you get into some of that press stuff at E3. Let
Hashtag let news invaders in.
let news invaders
Let
in.
us in. Let news invaders in. Hashtag.
I mean,
have you seen the other news too about Apple blocking Steam?
I haven't
Yes.
seen this.
Yeah, so the Steam app allows you to do different things with Steam, like stream.
Okay. Yeah.
For seemingly no reason at all, Apple has said that they denied them on the all iOS devices. So
Because they've got a similar app in that.
they've got a similar app. Steam appealed. Apple denied, and they didn't really give much of a reason, and then they declined to comment on it. They said that Steam's appeal stated that there are several applications that do the same thing as ours on your platform, so we don't understand the decision. And Apple basically said no dice. So We'll stay tuned on that one. It's a little weird. Nobody really knows
Yeah.
exactly why Apple would have
Yeah.
done that. Unless,
Yeah.
of course, Apple has their own sort of thing coming out that they don't want to compete against. I don't fucking know. Nobody knows.
Mhm.
Anyway.
But at this point, who's bigger in terms of the PC? I mean, I- can you imagine if Steam went, okay, well, iOS isn't, the what do you call them, MacBooks?
Mm-hmm.
Can't use Steam on MacBooks.
Well, arguably, that's not really that big a deal because the average Mac user doesn't play games on a Mac, and the ones that do, I mean, there's only a handful of games that you can play on Mac anyway, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like it's that big a deal. But
Yeah.
the thing is that it's in beta on the Google Play Store right now, and there's been 100,000+ people downloaded in the last few days, and it's got about a 4.6 out of 5 rating, and it's absolutely in beta. So arguably, it's not up to snuff yet.
Okay.
And people are loving it, right? So I don't know Apple's decision. I don't get it, but
It's Valve, and Valve do something, they do it right.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Apple. I mean, why would you get personally speaking, why would you get an Apple phone over an Android?
At this stage in the game, I don't know. I arguably I run both. I have
For the social benefits, people see your iPhone and go, ooh.
I've got both. Not for social benefits, just because there's some stuff on one platform that I use for business that works better on the other, and there's some stuff on the other platform that I use that works for other business that does. I need to run both for for the tech world that I live in. But there's about 2 aspects of Apple that I wish I could have on Google, and if I had them, I would never use Apple again, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Well, there you
really
go.
about it. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Anything else? Anything else on the docket?
That's about the wrap up for this one, man.
That's about the wrap.
Yeah.
Well,
But we're back now.
We are
warming up
back.
again.
and we're not going anywhere.
No, we're
Despite
back,
what
we're
people might have
warming up.
thought, we are not going anywhere.
No. And
To our very small group of people that love us, we love you back.
Yeah,
Keep sharing,
do.
keep following, keep pushing this channel, because this is truly what we want to do for a living.
Yeah. And I mean, we're speaking for you. We are pretty much the streets of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we are.
This E3 trip, like, nobody fucking paid for this. I did.
No.
I used my own money.
Mm-hmm.
So this is everything I put out from this is going to be
Yeah.
truly from the aspect of a gamer. This is
Yeah.
my first time going.
Yeah.
I'm not being paid by anybody. Everything I say is my own opinion. There's nothing influenced by anybody else, so that's kind of an advantage that we have, because I'm not going to get bought.
No.
Right, we are truly the grassroots of this whole thing. Yeah, so there is no, hey man, come to this event, we'll give you a whole bunch of free swag if you say this. Not that I don't think that happens, truly all the time, but if you do get invited to a certain event and you do get dropped a whole bunch of shit, are you gonna say something? I mean, we're all humans, right? You get said.
Yeah.
Do you get swayed a certain way? Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say, right?
Yeah. That's like the people.
I don't think there's
any.
I don't think there's like a board of shadowy figures that says review the game like this. It's like.
I do.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I honestly, I think it's a truly open and honest environment as far as the media goes for that. But just know that there is zero corruption coming from this end, because there is nobody paying for anything for me. I drop my own money in my Airbnb. All the Ubers I pay for, all the events I'm going to I paid for. I paid for the flight, the ticket, the fucking everything. Right down to
the
this
prostitutes and the cocaine.
all that too. Right down to this little old microphone that's coming with me, and these old headphones and my Microsoft Surface. Bam.
Yep.
All that shit is gonna be
Brought to you by Pepsi Cola.
No, not even fucking close.
Like to take 30 minutes now to thank our sponsors.
Yeah. Yeah. We have no sponsors except for me and arguably Terran Computers and Terran Enterprises, my companies. So I'm still kind of paying for myself.
Yep.
Cool.
But yes.
Thank you
E3.
for watching this week. Hashtag Let News Invaders In. Hashtag E3 2018. look
Yep.
out for those hashtags. See you next week.
If you have any questions or concerns, comments, anything like that, shit, reach out and touch us about anything. It's newsinvadersnews@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. We love our little community that we're growing, and everybody's staying in, and we'll all grow together. And then when we get large enough, I will sell out.
No, we will not.
He won't. But yes, thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Till next time. I hope you did it, even though you didn't. Like, we can't